We're no longer on the surface. We're no longer going with the story that we have been presented. We are now like down here on a soul level. Who on a soul level is the mother tied to or linked to that she's looking for or seeking? So as a facilitator, that would be my immediate next question, seeing that family system set up that way. I would ask the mother, did a parent die early? Is there a sibling that maybe have died early? Is there a former lover that you are still connected to? Is there a child you aborted? Right? So there's many different reasons on a soul level why the woman may look out and not be present to her child and her husband. Yeah. So I would do the same thing for the father. I would ask him, who are you looking to seek? Yeah. Who in your family system are you linked on a soul level that you are not present in your life right now with your wife and child? So same questions. Did you lose a parent early? Did you lose a sibling early? Is there a former lover you are tied to? Is there a former child that you have with a former partner that you are tied to? Other reasons could be too, but those would be the initial first few questions. If there's no to these questions, then I would ask further. But you can see that the reason why a partner may not be present to an actual relationship or the child in their family is linked to the past. So then we would, for instance, let's say, yes, the woman says, the mother says, yes, I lost my twin sister. When I was first born, my twin sister lived for a day or two and then she died. And I longed to be with my twin sister. Yeah. So then we would have found why she's drawn out. She's looking in her soul. She keeps saying, where is my sister? It's not a conscious knowing. She may not even have remembered it because, you know, on the conscious level, we forget. Yeah, life goes on, we forget, we do things differently, but the soul doesn't forget. In the soul, everything is recorded. So the resolving then of bringing the missing people in a constellation is very beautifully done. I would have the woman who is the mother who is actually sitting down. She is not actually participating except watching her family system unfold. I would have her then pick a woman to represent her twin sister who died at 2 days old. And then a beautiful healing movement of these two sisters could happen because now the woman has an opposite. She can look at her 2-day-old sister who she's still longing to connect to. She cannot connect with her. The woman can represent her and she can tell her, I missed you. All this time I missed you. I wished you would have stayed. I wished you would have remained. Yes? So this beautiful connection can happen. 5 minutes, that longing, this longing that has lasted her entire life could be healed in 5 minutes. Done. Suddenly the woman can turn around and say, oh my goodness, I have a family. Yeah, that's what happens all the time. When a deep unconscious wound like that is healed, people suddenly are able to see what's really going on in their life. Yeah. So now the woman with her sister next to her, yeah, this soul wound having been healed, can now turn around and for the first time really on a soul level, on an energetic, vibratory level, see her son and say, oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I've never really seen you. That would be an authentic movement from the woman's representative. Could be something else, but usually that's the movement. Okay, so now we have the mother turned towards the child. We would do the same thing for the father. I ask, what happened? Who are you looking towards? So let's say he lost his father early. father had an accident when he was 15 and the father died, and has longed to have his dad. Or maybe there was a divorce and the father just no longer was part of the picture. Happens many times nowadays, yeah. So the father is missing for this young man, who is now an adult and who is now a father himself. But on a soul level, underneath, on that picture, underneath, that has been hiding from conscious awareness, the longing to see and be with the father and be supported by the father and connected with the father is there. That doesn't ever go away. Soul pains don't ever go away. We have to heal them, and then it's done. Then the pain is no longer there. So we would do the same thing. I would have the father who is also just watching the representative unfolding, his family's constellation, and would have him pick somebody for the father. And then this new representative would come in and stand in as the man's father. And again, the same beautiful healing movement. Within 5 or 10 minutes, a longing that has been so deeply felt unconsciously can be healed that quickly. And we connect whatever is necessary to make that connection. And then the father is connected with his father, who he has longed to, and he will prop up and he will stand strong, and he will actually stand in life as a much stronger man and father for his son, now that he has his dad behind. This longing that had pulled energy from his system and drained him and not really be fully who he can be as a man is now healed. He's now supported, and he has the strength of his father behind him. So now he suddenly can say, well, I want to look behind me now. What's happening there, right? So he now is willing and able to turn around and sees he's got a wife and a child he has not fully been able to see and recognize because he was drawn out. Sometimes only one person in the family system is out. Sometimes, the mother or the father is drawn out, but the other partner and the other parent is here, and the child, they're kind of waiting. Why are they not seeing us, right? So it's the dynamics are always different. I just gave you this as an example. And so now when the mother and the father have turned around and are able to stand supported and strengthened in their own depth from having been reunited with the people they had longed to be part with, they can look at the child, and the child will feel so calm and so aware that he suddenly has parents that are looking at him. Just that movement of bringing the missing people in for the mother and the father, and them connecting, has calmed everything for the child down. And the child is wanting his parents to truly see them, to see him, and to truly be connected with him. That's what we all long for. We don't long for toys and gadgets and TV shows and computer games and Facebook clicks. We want to be connected in the depth of our being with the people who love us and who we love. And to truly connect on that level with our loved ones can only happen when we heal the pain underneath in the unconscious picture. And then a completely different way of operating is possible. So the mother and father will slowly then come to the boy and say, welcome, we see you for the first time. Whatever movement is then appropriate, it's always in the moment what's right for each person. So whatever would be necessary to connect the mother and the father together, first of all, and then with the child, so that the child feels suddenly the embrace of the mother and father and feels really taken. He will feel, I have parents, I feel they really see me in the depth of my being. I don't have to do all of this commotion anymore because I have a place And like instantly, his stuff that had caused so much troubles before will be gone. It just won't be there anymore because we have changed that underlying picture. We have changed the picture where the mother is there, the father is there, the child all by himself, to the mother, father, and the child connected. The missing people are present with that same picture. Connection all around within the family system is present. So from this new underlying picture, that's where love and connection flourish, the surface picture has to change. It cannot not change because it was always the underlying picture that generated the surface picture. That's why constellation work is so powerful and shifts seemingly instantly and miraculously the challenges people are having. It's not we have done something to the story, we have done something to the picture that generated the surface story.